another question from Brother Tariq from in the internet. And he says, my question is concerning innocent disbelievers, he says. Okay, he says, these are some of my friends who have simply been misguided by their parents and do not have a clue, he says, about the truth. Will they enter hellfire? That's the question he's asking. And then he says, why? And the second and third question, I think are the same. Okay. He basically asks again, how do I answer them when they say, are we going to the hellfire?
Okay, let's put it, let's reverse the situation. If I go to the Pope and say, Pope, I'm a man of religion in Islam, I'm an imam, and I give khutbah, and I give lectures and so on. Do you think I'm going to end up in hell? His answer would be like, hell you will, definitely. So if I go to a Buddhist monk, if I go to a Hindu priest, if I go to a rabbi in his synagogue and ask him, am I going to end up in hell? And they are going to answer me in the same manner. Yes, you are. So it's the same with every religion. Don't get it personal. Don't make it personal. It's not because of your friends or of the color or the ethnic background. It's the religion. So if you do not believe in Islam, this is what we believe as Muslims. If a person hears about Islam and about our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and rejects the call for worshipping Allah alone and rejects believing that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Allah's messenger and prophet, then we believe if he dies, he's going to hell. Now, it's not my job to start classifying people by saying, well, John was a good friend of mine, he died yesterday, he's in hell. No, this is not my job. I don't know what he died on. But he didn't accept my call to Islam. He died, it's up to Allah Azza wa Jal. Generally speaking, yes, all those who hear about Islam and do not revert to Islam, if they die, they are in hell forever. Because paradise is only entered by those who believe in Allah. Only Muslims, whether followers of Moses, they are Muslims, followers of Jesus, they are Muslims, and followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they are Muslims as long as they've been following their messenger before the coming and the sending of the following messenger and prophet. Having said that, those who did not hear about Allah Azza wa Jal, did not hear about Islam, did not hear about the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, and this is hypothetical, but let's assume that there are lots of people in Africa, in the jungles, that don't have the media and never heard anything about Islam. We don't consider them to be Muslims or non-Muslims. It's up to Allah Azza wa Jal to test them, to examine them after their death, and then it will be decided whether they are in heaven or hell.
Jazakallah khair, Shaykh. I think the third part of that question is something regarding Iman, basically. He says, isn't it unfair that they've been put in this situation? That is something which you hear quite a lot nowadays. People say, isn't Allah unfair that He's put them in this situation?
To ask such a question means complete ignorance of Allah Azza wa Jal.
Subhanallah.
And it might nullify a person's Islam.
Subhanallah.
If you don't know, is it fair or not? If the doings and acts of Allah, are they fair or not? If you don't know, then you're not a Muslim. Because we believe that fairness is only with Allah Azza wa Jal. The absolute complete fairness. To be just, to be fair, is nowhere close except with Allah Azza wa Jal. He is the full in fairness and in being just. And all of His actions are full of wisdom. But this wisdom we may fail to identify and understand. So it's the same thing when a child sees the surgeon coming to open his stomach and operate on him. No matter what you say to him, he's not going to believe you by saying, it's not going to hurt, it's for your best. He's not going to believe you. As Muslims, we believe everything that happens in this world is by the choice and by the doing of Allah Azza wa Jal, and it has a wisdom behind it. We see this wisdom in a lot of the things, and we fail to understand some of them because it's above our knowledge, but we surrender, and we believe that Allah Azza wa Jal is all wise, all just, and all fair.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. We have